Hey YouTubers, Electric Adventures here. It's Friday and I have another couple of packages in the mail that are a bit bigger. Yeah. So we'll go for the express post bag first. Okay. Right, it's got another box inside it. It's got address stuff all over it as well. So this looks like it's come from overseas through like a shipping agent. Weird. Okay, awesome. Now this is for the primary collection. And I'll cheat and I'll start with the repeat. Right, we have Fantasy Zone. In really good condition. Right, no manual, but a cartridge in really good condition. Label's got a couple little marks on it, but that box is in really good nick. I don't know what the condition of my existing one is. Sorry about the dog there. Now, next one, I only have as a loose cartridge. So, Fantasy Zone 2 boxed. We do have a little chip in the box here, but I can switch that over. I mean, otherwise the box is actually in really good nick. Nice and solid. And there we go, we've got manual and a really good cartridge. So I've just got to, switch it over for another box without a chip in it. It's a pity because it closes so well. And to complete the set, another one I didn't have, Fantasy Zone The Maze. It's a slightly harder to get one. I've never played this one. It's like a Pac-Man sort of game. And we have the manual and a reasonable condition cartridge. Right, we've got another one in here as well. This one I paid a little bit more for, but it's quite rare. Phantasy Star. So this is the original Phantasy Star game. And I've been looking forward to playing this one. A little bit of water damage there. Hopefully it should be alright. Okay, we have the manual, which looks a little water damage as well, and the cartridge. The cartridge looks in good nick. That's an excellent one to add to the primary collection. It's an interesting delivery mechanism. Now on to our larger box. Once again, address stuff on there, so well, lots of stick tape used, which is good. Right. Now let's see what we have here. We have an Intellivision Starstrike boxed and in quite reasonable condition. These are the ones with the flip open fronts. So we have the cartridge and the, sorry, getting the angles wrong, just the single overlay by the looks of it, but that's alright. Oh no, the second overlay behind the manual. So that's really good. Don't think I had that one. Night Stalker boxed. I definitely didn't have this one. Okay, we've just got the cartridge, no manual for that one. I'm sure I can get some loose manuals and overlays from somewhere. Okay, that's really good, didn't have that one. Next is Space Armada, which is the Space Invaders game. I wasn't sure, I mightn't have had that one either. I could be wrong. I'm sure there were some duplicates in this lot. So we've got the overlays, instruction manual. We seem to have, I know, Intellivision Game Owners Club in the instruction manual. Just the one overlay. Right, no, didn't have this one either. So we've got NBA basketball. Really do like how these open. So an overlay and the cartridge, no manual. Yes, awesome. Another game I didn't have and I must for any Intellivision system owner, Burger Time. Really pleased at getting this one and getting it boxed. Yes, and we have 2 overlays, the manual and the cartridge. Box is a little squashed, but we can deal with that. Okay, another one that I didn't have. Reversey. It's also been sitting on a shelf. It's a little mouldy at some stage. We just have the cartridge for that one. It's great getting some in the box games. Another box game, Frogger. I think the box is in there upside down. And that's just got the cartridge. And I'm sure at the very least I have this cartridge loose. Okay, next, the infamous Donkey Kong for the Intellivision. Sorry, somebody else get that phone. Okay, so you've got the cartridge and the manual. I'm sure I've actually already got that one, so. And another one that I didn't have. This is actually a really good lot. Shark. I remember playing this one on my next door neighbour's one. Cartridge fell out. No manual and just the cartridge. Right, this is from the same seller. An Action Replay 2 for the Sega Mega Drive. And another thing that is important with this lot is another Intellivision. Now, this is my third. My other 2 don't work. This was listed as tested and working, so I'm hopeful. It's got a lot of wear on the pad here, but obviously I've got 2 other ones I can take them apart and switch the controllers over, so it's got a few more dings than the other ones. The other ones are actually probably in nicer physical condition as far as the front, but I mean they're not too bad. They really are a lovely looking system. And we have the power cord and the RF cord. So that's a really good lot. So we'll plug some of that in and have a play session. So hopefully I can actually do a play session on some. Alrighty, here we go. And yes, we have a working Intellivision. Turns on first time, every time, with no mucking around. So thank goodness for that. What I'll have to try and do is make a working one out of the other 2. But here is the game that any person who owns an Intellivision really must get, which is Burger Time. height of your beam to run over the burgers and knock them down and make burger pieces and make the full burgers down the bottom. And the controller works quite well. If you can make one fall down with somebody on it, the extra weight will make the piece fall further too. Ooh, very close. Oh dear. Going for the bonus there of the fried chips. See, fried chips are always bad for you. We'll just finish off a level and then we'll try another game. Fried. You also can throw pepper if you get stuck too, and you get an extra pepper every time you get the packet of chips. I'll try some pepper. Here we go. That's how the pepper works. Alright, we've got 3 complete burgers. As I said, I'm just doing this first level, so I'm not interested in saving those up for later. Oops, not paying attention. There we go. Okay, moving on to our next one. So we'll give So, a fan of Parker Brothers games, we'll go for Frogger. And we get a bit of Frogger music. Alright, one player, level 1. Okay. I've got to wait for the music to finish. Yeah, it's not a bad looking game. No, I'm not going to make it in there. Here we go. We missed the girl froggy there. Oops! Diving turtles got us. Yeah, music cuts off when you move. Oh, you've got the fly, so it's got a lot of the extra features that not all Froggers have. Parker Brothers are always pretty good at making their games fairly complete. Let's see if we can get this N1 before we run into trouble. Ah, that was a bit harsh. Okay, so we'll get this last easy one, and then we've just got to get that last one. Got the girl one. These aren't the diving turtles, so let's see. Oh, I missed again. Just want to get that very last one. Okay, I'm out of practice with Frogger. Okay, you don't really want to watch me fail at this multiple times, so we'll go for another one. It's really great that, you know, you just pop the cartridge in and it works. So another Parker Brothers one. We've got Cubert, one of my favourite games. Not quite. a little harder to put in though. Yeah, it didn't go all the way in. There we go. Got Eb's Cupid. No music. It's going to be interesting with this controller. Yeah, because the you've got to get a precise. That's right. It's nice and colourful. Whoops, wrong way. Take a little while to get used to this. Having a little trouble getting down. Now it works fine. So my one complaint about this one is it's a little hard with the particular type of controller that the Intellivision has. But saying that, this particular controller has had a lot of love, so I may be best switching it over for this sort of game. But there's Cubit, that looks pretty good. One more. I do have 20 Intellivision games, so I'm not going to go through all of them. So another one of my favourites of, on the Atari. I've never played it on the Intellivision. I've seen some impressive demos of it, so the good thing about the Intellivision one is that you actually get to a mothership top. Alright, so you hit them once to split them up. And then you've got to hit them again to destroy the individual pieces. And you have this nice escalating sound to make you feel stressed. So I'll have to say the Intellivision gives a wonderful retro feel with games that are quite playable. Even though the graphics, you know, are blocky, it's quite colourful. It's got some quite good, you know, sound tones. Because at the end of the day, it's the gameplay that counts. No, I am playing this on level 1, so it's probably not as hard as it could be. Ooh, here we go, taken off. This is where we get the motherships. This is where it differs from the... Oh, now it's a rapid fire. Ooh. Whoops. Yeah, you got him. I probably will have to switch this controller over. It's just occasionally not responding. But there you go, working in television, finally. So I'll definitely have enough spares to, you know, make, or hopefully I can make one working one out of the other two that don't work, and then have spares left over for the one that I keep. Ooh. This is pretty good. I better stop playing this now, or I'll play it for ages. So, let's move on. Okay, here we go with the first Master System title. So I got Fantasy Zone 1, 2 and The Maze. This is the original Fantasy Zone that was a launch title with the Master System. I mean, oops, not concentrating there. It is a shooter. It is very, very colourful. The colour's a bit garish for some, but it actually does show off the palette of the Master System quite well, and you know, the fact that it can have sprites with multiple colours. You do get to see a bit of... Oh, what did I get? That's the only trouble with it. It's so colourful sometimes you can miss the bullets. Okay, so you've got to shoot the guys and collect the coins. And it has some quirky music, some would say annoying music. You have to actually kill these large base bosses, and then once you do, you know, you stop the enemies coming out. Ah dear. Not a very good demonstration. But what you do once you get enough coins, you can go into the shop and you can buy improved weapons like double shot and smart bombs and things like that. So the next one is of course Fantasy Zone 2. Right, so Fantasy Zone 2 is called the Tears of Opa Opa. So similar format, they've toned the colours down a little bit. Right, and you can collect notes as well as coins, isn't this one? Ooh, that was close. And he caught up behind me. And once again, it has quite colourful graphics. Whoa. Until you update your ship a bit. Okay, and it has different sections. So walk will take me to another set of enemy bases to get rid of, and we can see the shop down at the bottom there. As soon as I finish dying. Right, there's the walk back. Big coin. Okay, I've got the shop, I've got a bit of money, so let's go in and so we get big wings, so we move quicker. And I got 1,000. Probably could have saved a bit more for some weapons, but anyway, we'll just go with the big wings. And you can select, this is different from the first one, you can actually select what you want to apply of the things that you've bought. So there we go, so we're a bit faster now. It's an essential thing to buy to start with is those. Just kill another one of these big things and that'll give us a bit more money. Oops, oh dear. And then game over again. So, as far as shooters are concerned, then it's not the most amazing shooter in the world, but they're actually quite interesting and worth a play. The number 2 is a bit more interesting than the number 1 one. And especially since they've got the colour mixture a little better, so the colours don't blur into each other so much. Okay. And next one is Fantasy Zone The Maze. Okay, now I've never played this one before, so this could be very interesting. So we've got 7 areas. I'll just select the first one. So background similar to we've got any money, so that's a bit pointless, isn't it? Okay, so we go in, and in Pac-Man style we're collecting some coins. Hurry up. Very polite game. Suppose that. Oops, got me. Oh, I didn't die, I just lost some money. So, Pac-Man light, I've got to get all these things. I've missed one. All the way over here. Oh, that was a bit silly. Here we go. Okay, we get the last one. They turn into coins. You got a certain amount of time. So, we didn't do very well. Got no control at the moment, just flying along. So now we can spend some of our money, I think. And then we go back into the Pac-Man bit again. So, a little different. Right, so you can only collect the one thing at a time. And I suppose it's just a little bit of an evolution on Pac-Man. I did a little better that time anyway. Alright, we'll move on to the next game. Maybe that one deserves reading the instruction manual to find out what in the world you're supposed to be doing. Okay, next is the game I've been waiting for a while, Phantasy Star. And Phantasy Star, of course, started a series, so and I take it by the fact that, you know, Sega carts don't generally have saves in them, that you must get codes to enter if you want to continue from a particular spot. Nice bit of storyline here. Okay, so here I am. I'm on paths. You can go in different buildings. And then we get a 3D isometric. Interesting. Treasure chest, do you want to open it? Yes. Cool. Okay, the 3D gets confused used occasionally, but considering the power of the system, this is actually fairly impressive. Okay, so that's a dead end. So we went in here, no monsters, but we got some money. Right, so this is the safe point. Let's go and talk to one of these people or something. Okay, a bit of advice. We need some light, obviously. So all things considered, this doesn't look too bad. Okay, different. I suppose this exits the town. Oh, okay, now we're zoomed out a little bit and we can go to various places. This must be spaceport or something. No, it's a bit confusing. So different areas and things. Well, this looks quite cool. So I'll have to read into and play this a bit more. So I've been looking forward to playing Phantasy Star for quite some time, see what it's like, and then progressing on to the next ones once I get hold of them. Alright, thank you for watching my quick playthroughs on the end of my pickups, and I'll catch you next time.